Okay, ladies and gentlemen, today's lesson on the Dorian mode will be basically exactly the same way as what we just did with the Mixolydian mode. The Mixolydian mode starts on scale degree 5 of a major scale. The Dorian mode starts on scale degree 2 of the major scale. So that's really the only difference, and of course it has its own scale degree pattern of its own. If you want to think of it that way, we'll get to it in just a minute. So, to begin, we're going to quickly remind ourselves that the Dorian mode, what it says here, the mode which you get if you start on D and play all the white notes of the piano is the Dorian mode. Now, Dorian, just like any other mode, can start on any scale, any note, but they're showing it to you in the key of in D because it happens to use all white keys. Similarly, if I were to start a Dorian scale starting on another note, let me just zoom in here again. If I were to play a Dorian scale starting on another note, let's say, I don't know, E, an E major scale, an E Dorian scale. What would be in the key signature of an E Dorian scale? It would be the key signature of D major. So an E Dorian scale would go from E to E using two sharps, F and C. All right. If I were to play a B Dorian scale, I think of B as scale degree 2 of A major. So I'm going to go from B to B, playing with the key signature of A major, or in other words, 3 sharps, F, C, and G. Okay, that's the way I explained to you in previous lessons. The Dorian mode starts on scale degree 2 of the major scale. All right. Now, the other way to understand it, just like we did with Mixolydian, is as a direct variation of the parallel major scale. So instead of thinking of Dorian as scale degree 2 of another key signature, you can start on the same beginning note, but think of the regular major scale that starts on that note. So we'll go back to D major for a moment. D Dorian goes from D to D with all white keys. But think of the D major scale for a moment, and you know that D major has F sharp and C sharp. Okay. Notice the 3rd and 7th degree have been flattened. Okay, when you move from a D major scale to a D Dorian scale. A Dorian scale is simply a major scale, starting on the same note, but with a lowered 3rd and a lowered 7th. So what is normally the 3rd note, F sharp, it gets lowered to F natural. What is normally the 7th note, C sharp, gets lowered to C natural. The 3rd and 7th scale degrees of a Dorian scale are lowered out of the major scale. And this works for any key signature. Doesn't matter which key signature you're doing, it applies. Okay, now just like before with the Mixolydian mode, I'm going to move this up so we can see the keyboard, and you can visualize exactly how this works in many different keys. All right, so Dorian mode. Let's take any note. Okay, I'm going to play a Dorian mode on, I don't know, F. F Dorian. Okay. The first way we thought about it is our starting note being scale degree 2 of E flat in this case. So I'm going to go from F to F using the key signature of E flat major. There's the first way of understanding Dorian. The second way, which is using the variation of the direct major scale. So if I need to play F Dorian, I'm going to play F major with a lowered 3rd and a lowered 7th. Okay, F major is, I'm going to lower the 3rd and lower the 7th. And notice I end up with the same sequence of notes. All right. Let's now do the exact same thing with any other note. If you pick any note on the keyboard, let's go with F sharp. F sharp's a weird sounding sort of. It sounds like it'll be a difficult scale to play. An F sharp Dorian scale. Okay. You can think of F sharp as being scale degree 2 of what scale? E major. So I'm going to go from F sharp to F sharp using the key signature of E major. 4 sharps. The other way, the way it's listed here, is think of F sharp major. F sharp major, now you may need a circle of fifths, F sharp major has 6 sharps in it. Okay, watch. There's your one natural note. E sharp, F sharp. Okay, I'm now going to play an F sharp major scale with a lowered third and a lowered seventh. Here we go. Lowered third, lowered seventh. Lowered third. Okay, and either way I want to think about it, I end up with the exact same sequence of notes. All right, so plugging that knowledge into your head, you should be able to write down these different Dorian scales: a C Dorian mode, E Dorian, B flat Dorian, E flat Dorian, using either of the 2 approaches that we just talked about. And then, of course, at the bottom, simple little thing, bit of analysis. Mark with a check in the box which of these scales are Dorian scales. So you're going to look at each one and check out, and we just did F Dorian a minute ago in the video. So the F Dorian scale, does this agree with what an F Dorian scale looks like? In other words, does this agree with going from a major scale from scale degree 2 to scale degree 2? All right? Or the other way to think about it is this a regular F major scale with a lowered third and a lowered seventh? Okay, either way you want to think about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this lesson. We'll carry on in the next one when you're ready. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.